All right. Luis Ortiz, Deontay Wilder is set for Deontay Wilder's next fight. Man, this guy keeps taking on tough fights, scaring me to death. I want to see an Anthony Joshua fight in a unification fight eventually. And these type of fights, man, much respect, but God dog, he does not take the easy way out. Welcome back to the channel, subscribers. If you're not subscribed, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. Also, check out the Patreon, check out the Twitter, being much more active this month on both Patreon and Twitter. So let's get into it on this video. Deontay Wilder on 78 Sports TV's channel just this evening announced that he was going to be fighting Luis Ortiz again. Now, there had been rumors about this beforehand when Luis Ortiz got this offer from Anthony Joshua to fight, and he turned down, messed up his negotiation, whatever happened with Anthony Joshua to replace Jarrell Big Baby Miller. There's rumors that had come out around that time, if you guys recall, that Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz were going to be fighting. Also, immediately after the Dominic Brazil fight with Anthony Joshua, with Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz got in the ring. So it appears like all that stuff was correct, and now we're going to get the rematch between Luis Ortiz and Deontay Wilder. And I feel the same way about this fight that I felt about the first time that I heard it and the second time when the fight actually took place. This is a very, very dangerous fight for Deontay Wilder. Luis Ortiz is definitely a top 4 heavyweight, and for him to go in with this guy again shows a lot of self-belief, a lot of confidence. Luis Ortiz is a southpaw, counter-punching southpaw with knockout power, and now who's already been in the ring with Deontay Wilder, who's already tasted his power. And honestly, man, despite getting knocked out, winding up on one knee, showed that, man, that dude's got a tremendous chin, because he took a couple real straight right hands, flush right hands from Deontay Wilder. So, this is just it's a dangerous fight for Deontay Wilder. Now, in the interview on 78 Sports TV channel, I invite you to please go listen to the video. The champion is so giving with his time to members in the LDBC, to members of new media who have been talking about him, getting the word out on him, helping him counter, and I'm going to be very truthful about this, counter the straight up lies, misleading marketing ploys by Matchroom Boxing and Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn has been dead set on, no matter if he's got a lie about it, if it's the truth and he feels like he needs to embellish it and make it even more bad on Deontay Wilder. The guy has just consistently tried to crap on Deontay Wilder as a way to build up Anthony Joshua at the expense of Deontay Wilder. And the champ has been very, very giving with his time to not my channel, because he's, you'll see on my channel, Deontay Wilder's never been on my channel, but on Talking with 78 Sports TV, Blue Blood Sports TV, giving interviews talking constantly to the Boxing Voice, that he's been very, very giving with his time in that regard. So please make sure you go to 78 Sports TV's channel, check out that video so you can hear what he said himself. I'm just giving you, my thoughts on it. Now, having said that this fight is very difficult for Deontay Wilder, and it's something as a Deontay Wilder fan, and I'm a fan of boxing, and I tell you this over and over and over again. I'm a fan of boxing. I'm a fan of boxers. I'm not a member of the media. I'm not come to try to get press credentials for you from any of these promoters. I'm not going out of my way to try to interview fighters. I am somebody that really and truly enjoys watching the sport of boxing and would like for the best for all fighters. And that's why I talk about Deontay Wilder and I do videos about him, because although he's a multi-millionaire and he's an extremely successful boxer, a 9-time defending heavyweight champion of the world, an Olympic bronze medalist, for some reason, there are people who are fixated on tearing that guy down. That said, Deontay Wilder is doing everything you expect from a champion. He is going out of his way to look to take the difficult fights. Just look at the fights that he has had since 2017, and you look at the fights that the other so-called top heavyweights have taken. Since 2017, Tyson Fury's fought Deontay Wilder, and that's it. Right now, he's coming off of his hiatus. He's coming off of whatever issues he had, but off of Deontay Wilder, who does he fight? He goes in there with Tom Schwartz. Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua's had one tough fight over 2 years now. He fought Vladimir Klitschko, who had not won a fight in 2 years. The last fight that Vladimir Klitschko had won before he faced Deontay Wilder, before he faced Anthony Joshua, was against, what is his name? It's skipping my name. It's skipping my mind. But it was the fight before. It was the fight before Tyson Fury. He went the distance with a guy whose name, from the US, his name is killing me. He's a top rank heavyweight, I do believe now. He goes on and he fights Tyson Fury. He loses his belt. He doesn't fight for another 2 years. Anthony Joshua fights him, and is now the Eddie Hearn proclaimed and self-proclaimed king of the boxing world. Then he follows that up with a fight against Carlos Takam, and then another fight against Joseph Parker, who many people, including myself, thought lost his 2 previous fights. The next guy that he fights, Alexander Povetkin. Alexander Povetkin, 40-year-old ex-PED user. Not anybody that you thought was really going to cause or have any risk, pose any risk for Anthony Joshua. Now he's fighting Andy Ruiz, and quite honestly, Andy Ruiz might be the toughest fight this guy's taken in 2 years. Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz fought Deontay Wilder, and now he's going to fight Deontay Wilder again. Dillian White has fought Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker. That's it. That's the toughest fight he's fought. Why Deontay Wilder has fought both Luis Ortiz, now going on twice, and Tyson Fury in that same time span. That's a guy that is trying to prove that he's the best heavyweight in the world. And one of the things that I really liked, and I think you need to listen to in this interview that 78 Sports TV did, is listen to how he talked about how hard he tried to make that fight with Anthony Joshua. How he tried on 4 or 5 different occasions to try to get Anthony Joshua on the phone to FaceTime him. And Anthony Joshua always insisted on having some middleman to go through the communications with him, and how he believes that fight is going to eventually happen. But now the shoe is on the other foot. And since he didn't believe, after having tried to make that fight with Anthony Joshua 5 times, he's now going his own path and trying to set up and grow his own name by going and doing something else. And I commend that guy. I absolutely positively commend him for that. Now, you guys can go research the facts yourself. I don't know how close of attention people have paid to this. Some of the guys that come onto the channel and, are going to have something negative to say. I would suggest that you go to Best Fight the Best channel and have a nice little conversation with him so he can walk through you, because this guy has it down, he has it locked down. To the dates, to the conversations, to the links of all the conversations and all the circumstances that have happened since 2017, and probably before that, but definitely since 2017, of where Deontay Wilder and his team were trying to get that unification fight. Barry Hearn himself said that he didn't think that Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua should happen. at a certain time because the fight needed to build. It might be a $60 million fight now, but if they hold off, it can become a $100 million fight. I think if I said thousands, forgive me. I'm gonna just just go through this video. Anyway, I'm more than convinced that Deontay Wilder tried to make that fight with Anthony Joshua, and Anthony Joshua's team played, they tried to play highbrow. They treating Deontay Wilder and tearing at Deontay Wilder's name, coming out with all kind of garbage about how people don't know him, still telling stories about how many tickets he sold, 6,000 tickets. It's just convenient how 3 fights in a row, Eddie Hearn has come out and said that Deontay Wilder's only sold 6,000 tickets. It's like Deontay Wilder's, no matter where he fights, he fights in New York, it's just 6,000 tickets were sold. Against Bermane Stiverne, he only sold 6,000 tickets. And then he fights Luis Ortiz. It's only 6,000 tickets he sold. Tyson Fury, it's only 6,000 tickets he sold. I think the 6,000 ticket story started with Luis Ortiz, went to Tyson Fury, and then went to Bermane Stiverne. But anyway, man, the champ is taking big, tough fights. My hats go off to him. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Hit that like button, share the video, subscribe, and we'll check you out tomorrow. With that, I'm out. Peace.